We're gonna come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets, two fillets. Jay, two Chick-fil-A's.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. It's draft season, but it's still free agency season, so we got a lot of free agency stuff to talk about. The NFL has been on absolute crack the past week, and then, past 2 weeks now, but it doesn't stop. So I guess we'll start straight away. The Packers traded Davante Adams to the Raiders, so he's back with his buddy Derek Carr. The trade was for a first and a second round pick. So the Packers have 2 first rounders this year, both in the late 20s, and they have a second rounder. The Raiders also additionally gave Davante Adams a new contract worth $141.25 million over 5 years. He gets an average of $28.25 million, so he's officially the highest paid in every category. It made me feel pain to see Davante Adams get traded, and it wasn't to the Jaguars.
Is he still the highest paid?
Yeah, because
I thought someone else became the highest paid.
It's somewhere around there. It's one or the other. We'll get to that in a bit. Miles Jack, we talked about cutting him last week. He signed with the Steelers.
Of all the teams,
he signed to the team that he gave an L to.
Overpay.
He signed 2 years, $16 million.
Overpay.
He could end up being good, but he also could end up being another Joe Schobert, who they cut, by the way. Then, the biggest overpay of the entire offseason is Von Miller to the Bills. This man is 32, let me say that. He's 32, and he just got a 6-year, $120 million contract.
Yeah.
6 years. He will not play out that entire contract, I can guarantee that. $120 million.
Zero chance I'm paying a 32-year-old high-end, young, long-term young edge money. No way.
Exactly. Not even 25-year-old edges get paid that much.
No.
It's unreal. Chris Godwin signed a 3-year, $60 million deal, $40 million guaranteed with the Buccaneers. So he's locked up until he's 29. So there goes that one off the market. He was already off the market, but you guys get the point. Baker Mayfield requested a trade because the Browns were bouncing around trying to get Deshaun Watson, and they were rejected. They were the first team told they're not getting Deshaun Watson. So, Baker decided, I'm out of here. So, just like we said last podcast, or Sean said, the Browns are going to end up with nobody.
I was hoping.
Allen Robinson went to the Rams. Of course he did. He actually has a good quarterback for once. He got paid 3 years, $46.5 million, $30.7 million guaranteed.
I was told by Jags fans he would clear $20 million.
Yikes.
Didn't happen.
The Eagles, they cut Fletcher Cox, but they brought him back for a 1-year, $14 million deal, so it was just contract stuff. Then, Jags fans decided suddenly, let's just start talking about trading for DJ Moore. No valid reasoning why, but they did what other teams do to our players.
Yeah.
So they started saying, let's trade for DJ Moore. And then same day, DJ Moore got extended, 3-year contract worth $61.9 million. He gets $41.6 million in guarantees and is now under contract for that.
That's another receiver getting paid more than Christian Kirk now.
I don't even think it was an I saw some people say it was an overpay, and I'm like,
I'm not saying it's overpay. I'm saying he's getting paid more. Than Christian Kirk now. So now
I just saw a lot of people saying it was an overpay, and I'm like, I don't think it is. One, because the market is what it is, but two, he's also been incredibly productive with terrible quarterback play.
Yeah,
he's had 1,000 receiving yards plus all the scrimmage yards for 3 years in a row. It's
terrible quarterback play, which he will probably have again.
He's not great in fantasy football, but he's good in actual football.
Yeah.
I hate him in fantasy football. I despise him, but I digress. Let's bounce back to the Browns. We were just saying they got rejected. Actually, they didn't. They got rejected, and then they got unrejected. Deshaun Watson is going to the Browns for... they're trading Deshaun Watson and a 4th rounder, so the Texans are sending Watson and a 4th rounder to the Browns for 3 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and a 5th-round pick, which I believe that actually might have changed to a 4th round pick. So that's a big deal. And then let's add on top of that, no wonder why Deshaun Watson decides, let's actually not reject the Browns because they're giving him a fully guaranteed 5 years, $230 million contract.
Mm.
That is $80 million more than the previous record for a fully guaranteed money at signing, which I'd have to guess would be Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or something like that. Because the previous record was $150 million. This dude, whether there's going to be no criminal charges, but still, he has these accusations to his name. 22 of them. 23 is it?
22.
22. 22 allegations. Whether they're true or not, still they exist. And he just got a fully guaranteed $230 million.
Yep.
You know, I was saying this actually. Well, this happened quite a while ago now. But I was saying it'd be hilarious if he got suspended for like the civil case went through and he got suspended for a long time or banned from the league and the Browns were just out $230 million or something.
Could they just void his guarantees?
I guess they could in that case because it would be like Leonard Fournette got his guarantees voided for fighting. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's just
I don't know, man. I'm just that one just I don't know.
It's insane. Like I understand.
They're instant contenders now, but I don't know.
Fully guaranteed. That's the part that gets me. Like with everything going on with Deshaun Watson, he hasn't played football in a year. He gets a fully guaranteed not Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, none of these other guys get fully guaranteed contracts.
Fully guaranteed.
And
sheesh.
His agent is easily the best in the game. Whether I like him or not, I hate his agent, but his agent is good as well.
Yeah.
His agent gets everyone the bag. Well, everyone except for Kayvon Chason.
Yeah, he ain't getting the bag.
The only bag he's getting is a practice squad bag.
He's like, I wouldn't be surprised if the agent fired him.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, bro, he's got all these people. Like, just cut Kayvon off and get somebody in the draft or something.
Yeah, all these guys that are good as hell, and then you got this guy.
I think Kayvon Thibodeau also signed with the guy. Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. But I digress. So yeah, that's the Deshaun situation. Bro got the bag. He's going to the Browns. The Browns. So then we have Deshaun to Amari Cooper. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yep.
I'm just pissed because the Texans have draft picks.
Where does Baker go?
To the dumpster. That's where he goes.
They got to hit those draft picks though, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they haven't. The new front office that the Texans hasn't shown us any reason to think they were going to suck at drafting, but they haven't shown us. I mean, they took Nico Collins. He's been pretty good. They had like
Davis Mills.
So the picks they took last year were pretty good.
They
took what's his name? The guy out of Miami, the tight end that I despised.
Oh,
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he didn't do. Did he do anything last year?
Yeah, he did. At the end of the year, they gave him some reps, and he caught like a touchdown or two. And people started to try and act like I was dumb for my take. I'm like, bro, he caught like a couple touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Juju Smith-Schuster went to the Chiefs for a 1-year, $10.75 million. But fun fact about that $10.75 million is that only like 2 of it is guaranteed. Like,
yeah.
Did you see Richard Sherman tweet? Who is his agent?
Yeah.
Richard Sherman is his own agent and does way better than that. Like, bro.
It's probably all Juju could get, dude.
I guess, but dang, bro.
I mean, he didn't have a big market last year when he was on the
$2 million guaranteed, almost $8 million in guarantees. Like, come on.
It sucks, man.
The Titans are trading a 2023 6th-rounder, so basically a 2022 7th-rounder in terms of value, for Robert Woods.
That hurt.
We have like 6th and 7th round picks. Can we
I really think it's not that simple. I really think a lot of these teams are catering to their players and saying, hey, where do you want to go then?
But who would want to go catch passes from Ryan Tannehill?
Dude, is he from there? I don't know, dude.
I don't know, but that's just really.
I just really don't think it's that simple. I think a lot of these players now, because of people who are. It all started with Antonio Brown with that whole Bills thing.
That was hilarious.
When they were like, he's going to trade to the Bills, and he was like, no, I'm not.
He was a Bill for like 15
I'm not going to
minutes.
play there. and so they didn't trade him. So that's pretty much what's happening. Like, yo, we're going to trade you to the Jaguars for a 6-rounder. I'm not going to play there. So then Jaguars are like, well, I'm not going to trade for you then. Like, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know who's bidding on what. Players have
just-
control. Players have all the control now. They can be like, I'm not playing for that team.
It's just so aggravating. Because I know Robert Woods is coming off an injury, but it's like, bro, we could have used him. And of course, he goes to the Titans.
Just like, I don't get why people don't want to come play with Trevor, man.
I don't know either, bro.
Come on, son. And Dougie Doug.
Christian Kirk's better than all of you. How about that?
I agree. Anyway, once we pop off this year, people will come around.
Thanks. The Bengals, they finally signed Lyle Collins, so another guy that I wanted for the Jaguars did not end up.
Another guy who probably didn't want to come here.
Probably. He visited the Bengals, and they almost let him get away, but they didn't. So they got their guy. The offensive line in Cincinnati has gone from horrible to mid. I still think it's mid, and I still think they need to address it in the draft.
I mean, they got Lyle Collins.
Lyle Collins is. They got Jonah Jackson, who I'm not that high on.
And they got that. They signed another guard too.
Yeah, they signed Alex Kappa, who I think he's. I don't think he's anything great, but I think he's
pretty
solid.
good.
I think he's solid to pretty good. Then they got who's the center? Karras.
Ted Karras, yeah.
Ted Karras. I think he's
pretty decent.
So I think their offensive line is definitely improved, but I still think if they can get like a guy.
I think they went from like a D to like a C+, B-.
It's kind of difficult for them because I think they need to address the offensive line with their first like 2 picks, but they also have under contract next year. They have 1 DB under contract next year. 1. Literally all of them are unrestricted free agents next year, so they probably need to draft a corner too.
Yeah, probably.
Like I've seen a lot of people mock Kyer Elam to them, and I think that would be good for them, but they also need offensive line, so
yeah.
Another trade goes down. The Falcons are trading former NFL MVP Matt Ryan to the Colts for a 2022 third-round pick. So basically one of those thirds that they got for Carson Wentz got shipped off for Matt Ryan. I think, first off, the Falcons are idiots because they took like $60 million in dead cap. Like
it was like 40.
40, 60, close enough.
It's a lot.
They're just insane. And then the Colts, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Matt Ryan's washed. I personally am not happy about this as a Jaguars fan because I think this is the best quarterback they've had since Andrew Luck.
I just think by the time that we're actually good to where we're going to be doing something, hopefully in the postseason, I don't think he'll be there anymore.
That is fair. I
still don't like it because it makes it harder for us to beat them this year.
Exactly.
Which sucks because I want to win regardless. I know like we're not probably going to win now, but I still want to fucking win.
Plus, I hate the Colts in the first place, so I don't want to see them win at all.
Exactly, but like Matt Ryan, it's also 4-0 versus the Jaguars. So
Matt Ryan is going from Cordero Patterson was his running back last year, but he was kind of a gadget guy. So he's going from basically no running back to Jonathan Taylor. He's going from an awful offensive line where, sorry, I know he's a Michigan guy, but Jalen Mayfield was probably the worst guard/tackle in the entire league last year. He goes from that offensive line, that running game, to the Colts, which the Colts offensive line isn't great, but it's still pretty solid. And
it's still pretty good. I mean, they three out of their 5 starters are like good.
Yeah, it's just downgraded a little bit because of.
It's because they don't have a left tackle and they don't have a right guard right now. I don't think.
Yeah, that's
left guard.
That's it.
Right guard.
So it's still a pretty good offensive line, a big improvement. The issue with Matt Ryan last year was that he literally had no time to pass, and he had only Kyle Pitts come into the year. So
yeah, I mean, I just worry about them finally ending that streak in Duval because he's 4-0 against the Jaguars.
I know. I don't want the streak to end, but
so
hey,
I'm worried about that. Hey, but
time.
At the end of the day, though, we signed another good corner, so hopefully we can cover.
And we shut out Andrew Luck while we had literally, what was his name?
Brandon Allen.
We had who?
Brandon Allen.
We had literally Brandon Allen, and they had Andrew Luck, and we shut them out. Was it like 6-0?
6-0. Yep. That's because our defense was good, bro.
I'm holding out.
Vis-a-vis draft Aiden Hutchinson.
I don't know. I know some Jags fans are trying to say this year looks like we could be good, but I'm kind of nervous. I think the schedule just kind of screws us over.
The
But
schedule sucks because we faced the AFC West.
we play the AFC West. We play basically 10 away games because I don't count
I know.
London as a home game.
2023, we should be popping.
2023, that's where I'm looking. But this next year, everything just looks rough.
Hopefully these free agents work out because we're not going to be signing nobody next year probably.
Yeah, probably not.
So we need these draft picks to work out.
Unless we hire a new GM, because Trent Baalke already said next year it's going to be tight. So
I doubt we're going to pick a new GM.
I doubt we will as well. Zadaria Smith is going to the Vikings for a 3-year, $42 million deal worth up to $47 million with incentives. So now they got Daniil Hunter and Zadaria Smith. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think you skipped one of the bullets.
I did, but it's fine. We'll get to it now. The Saints, after failing to get Deshaun Watson, after failing to go from Christian Drew Brees to not very Christian Deshaun Watson, they decided to re-sign Jameis Winston to a 2-year deal with a base value of $28 million, including $21 million guaranteed. It's a bro.
That's what they should have done, in my opinion, from the beginning.
Yeah, so
he was playing pretty well until he got hurt.
Yeah, Jameis is back in New Orleans.
You remember, like, people forget, like, they cooked the Packers in the opener.
They did. No, I remember everybody thought the Packers were going to win that game, and I was like, no, the Saints are going to win it. You want to know why?
Because it's hot.
The Packers are awful in the heat, in the early, like, September heat.
That's why the Saints chose to play there at TIAA Bank.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, people were forgetting that he was cooking that game too, man. So
he was weird. He never put up yardage, but he put up touchdowns.
That's all that matters. Kamara gets you there, he'll get you home.
He still even then he threw some crazy bombs. It's pretty interesting. Now let's get to the Dolphins. The Dolphins made some moves the past couple days. Yesterday, the Dolphins signed left tackle Teron Armstead to a 5-year, $75 million deal plus incentives. It's worth up to like 87, I think, something like that with incentives. So they got their left tackle, and then today,
yeah, they'll have him for about 10 games.
Who cares?
I'm downplaying everybody that I wanted that we didn't get. I'm gonna downplay them like they suck now, so I don't care.
Are you about to downplay this next one?
Yeah, you'll see.
All right, I'm intrigued to see how you downplay this next one.
Okay.
The Chiefs are trading Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins for a 2022 first rounder, number 29. So keep in mind, the Chiefs have 30 as well, so the Chiefs are picking back-to-back. I don't know why. Picking back-to-back seems super fun, but I digress. They also got a 2022 second rounder, number 50, a 2022 fourth rounder, and a 2023 fourth rounder, and a 2023 sixth rounder. And on top of that, Tyreek Hill is re-signing. He's signing a 4-year, $120 million extension, $30 million average. I also saw another thing that said it was 3 years, 75, but I digress. It's one or the other. Including $72.2 million guaranteed. That's per Adam Schefter.
Sheesh.
So Devontae Adams was the highest paid receiver for about 15 minutes.
Are you ready for the downplay?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, so he's going to go there, right? A lot of mouths to feed in Miami.
I know what you're about to say. I saw you tweet this.
They also got a noodle arm quarterback there and Tua turn the ball over.
They got the 2 fastest receivers in the entire league, and they got probably one of the worst arms in the entire league.
You got Tua turn the ball over, and you got Teddy Bridgewater as his backup. Both have noodle arms. Not going to be able to utilize that deep ball. Therefore, my hot take is that Christian Kirk will put up better numbers than Tyreek Hill this year, barring injury, of course.
Unreal. Jalen Waddle's better anyway.
Christian Kirk is legitimately probably going to be the one this year. He's not the X receiver, but he's probably going to be the one this year. Can we agree on that probably?
Probably. Given the money, they're probably going to.
So he's going to eat. Tyreek Hill's got to compete with Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Devontae Parker, Cedric Wilson for freaking targets. And he has a noodle arm quarterback.
It's crazy, bro.
If you don't think he has a noodle arm, watch that play against Jaguars where he just lofts the ball to Nevin Lawson and Nevin Lawson throws it right to his ass.
Just watch any deep ball. Like I saw some Dolphins fan tried to post a video of him throwing a deep ball versus the Jets. Bro, Gesicki had to turn around and backpedal while he caught it.
Yeah, I mean, And now I'm not downplaying Tyreek Hill saying he sucks, but I'm saying he's going to be held back because of quarterback limitations.
Yeah, I mean, look at
and
Jalen Waddle.
weapons-
Jalen Waddle had
weapons around
120
him.
catches last year because he couldn't run more than 15 yards downfield.
Yep. So I think
All
Christian
right,
Kirk's going to
guys,
eat, Bo.
That's hot take of the day. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back in a second. All right, guys, we're back. So let's go ahead and jump into the Jaguars segment because we do not have a hidden gem this week. We'll see if we can get another one next week. It'll be to be determined, though. But let's go jump straight in. My worst enemy, Will Richardson, is back. He's signing a 1-year, $2 million deal to return the Jaguars. Dude's not worth more than a McDonald's burger.
I mean,
Not convince me.
they just brought him back because of familiarity / ability to play guard and tackle, probably in a pinch.
Yeah, I hope he's at least like third string because
Yeah,
I don't want to see him on the field because I remember when we had to see him on the field, was it last year? He was awful.
Yep.
We also re-signed Trey Herndon, throwback to his 2019 season when he was actually kind of elite, and then he just dipped back to an undrafted free agent. He was really hurt last year, though, so
Yeah,
hard to hold it against him.
I don't mind it. I mean, let him come in and compete, I guess.
Yeah, I got no problem with that, like I did against Will Richardson.
He's not top 3, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We signed former Rams and Lions kicker Ryan Santoso, I guess just for the kicker competition. I was told by a Lions fan, good luck. So
Well, apparently he has a huge leg. It's just really inaccurate.
So basically he's Aldrich Rosas.
Without the DUI baggage?
Yeah. I doubt he's going to beat Matthew Wright out because Matthew Wright was actually pretty solid last year. I just hated him because of his kickoffs. Like
he needs to work on kickoffs.
I despised him because of his kickoffs. We re-signed Laquan Treadwell. It's kind of sad when you re-sign Laquan Treadwell and your fan base celebrates, but
he's just a good dude.
He's a good dude, yeah.
You're celebrating a good dude getting a shot.
His agent, or not his agent, his trainer searches up his name like every day. Like if you tweet Laquan Treadwell, you're gonna either get, if it's a good tweet, you're gonna get a like from his trainer, and if he doesn't, if it's not a good tweet, you're gonna get some stupid remark or whatever from his trainer. Remember when Dilla got in that beef with his trainer?
Who doesn't Dilla get in beef with?
That is true.
Anyway.
Yeah, so that's all the Jaguars news. Now, I said earlier it's draft season. So, obviously there was a lot of free agency talk this week, so we're not going to prioritize the draft, and we're not going to do a whole mock draft. We'll start that next week, because next week is in April. The whole month of April, every podcast up until the draft is going to have a mock draft, a Jaguars mock draft, and a full NFL mock draft. Whole month of April, so stay tuned. It's going to be really fun. But we're kicking off draft season on the podcast with just Jaguars mock drafts, but we're doing 4-round mock drafts. I'm going to do one, and then Sean's going to do one. So, really quickly, we're going to pause, and we're going to pop up the mock draft. We're going to be using PFF's mock draft machine. PFF is still dumb, don't get me wrong, but we're using their mock draft machine. So, see you guys in a second. All right, guys, we're back. So I don't know what's going on, but here we are. So we got a 4-round mock draft. Let me move our heads down here. I guess I'll start. So I'm not doing any trades. I don't know if Sean is. So I'm just going to start draft. First things first. I guess I'll move this back there. Aiden Hutchinson is easily the first overall pick. If you guys think otherwise, if we're doing realistic, I would take Hutchinson first overall. Let me say that. But I also think it's obvious that the Jags are going to take him first overall. Just because everything they did, they tagged Cam Robinson, they have Walker Little still, they have Jawan Taylor. So I don't see offensive line in play. They signed a guard. So obviously I don't really see offensive line in play. And outside of that, I don't think there was ever really an argument. I mean, they might trade down. I have heard a lot of rumors that they could trade down with the Lions, who really want Hutchinson. If we trade down, like Sean said earlier, I'd really like us to end up with like a Garrett Wilson or some top receiver.
Yeah.
But either way, I do not think Kayvon Thibodeau is worth the first overall pick. I'll end that conversation right there. So, second round, who's available? Leo Chenal. He's a contender to go there. Like, I really like him. I personally would not go linebacker at 33, but it's actually apparently been seems like the Jaguars might go that way. I'm not going to today. Maybe another time. I'm gonna go with what I would go with, and what I hope. I don't think he'll be available. I think PFF's mock draft machine is a little bit off on the rankings, but I'm gonna go with George Pickens because George Pickens is my favorite receiver in the class. He's not the best receiver in the class. Don't get me wrong. I think he would be if he stayed healthy, but he's my favorite in the class, and I think he's a baller, and I think he'd be that X receiver that we're looking for. So now we got an edge. We got a receiver. Let me look at the whole board. Oh, the whole board is already up. We got Jalen Tolbert, Brandon Smith. There's that linebacker. Who is available as a linebacker? Is it just him? Yeah, I mean, I like Brandon Smith. He's incredibly athletic, but he's a bit raw. Honestly,
his tackling ability is lacking, but other than that,
I'm probably gonna go with him just for today, just to get that linebacker need off the board because we do need a linebacker. We'll talk more about linebackers in a minute because we do have a viewer question about it. But with the loss of Miles Jack, you obviously need another linebacker. Justin Ross can go kick rocks. I will say that first of all. Is anybody interesting here? Oh no, he's gone. The guy that I always take here is gone. By the way, Kyle Phillips is underrated. Kyle Phillips is clear.
Yeah, definitely.
Kyle Phillips is going to be so good in the slot. I don't think we need a slot because I think that's where Kirk is going to play primarily. He's going to get the targets, but I think he's going to play out of the slot primarily. Who's available at tight end? Isaiah Likely? No. Greg Dulcich is nice. Jeremy Ruckert is actually quite down on their board. I did not notice that. Jalen Weidermeyer is too high.
Is Calder gone off their board?
Nope.
Oh my god!
He's 206.
Pick him, it's gonna be an F on the thing, but they're stupid.
I know. Is there who's offering me a trade? 84? Oh, it's telling me to select somebody who's trade. I don't want to trade. They're way higher on Brian Asamoah than I am as well. It's another thing. Kellen Diesch is nice. It's difficult. Because Josh
very difficult.
I'm just gonna take Dylan Parham. I don't have him as graded as highly. I think I might have Cole Strange graded higher than him on my own board, but just for today's purposes, I'm gonna take him, and then Luke Fortner. I'll take that center of the future with my last pick. And yeah, so this is my first mock draft. I mean, did you see Charlie Kohler just went off the board? I just saw Charlie Kohler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would probably take Charlie Kohler in real life, but this is my first mock draft. They can kick rocks for giving me a C for George Pickens because he's probably my favorite pick. But,
right.
Yep, that's my mock draft.
So I'm probably going to do trades. If not, it's going to be extremely similar to yours. So
okay, well, you could do a trade.
I'll probably do trades. So go ahead and do
draft. You want to do a trade first, or do you want... Oh, you want me to change the speed?
Yeah, let me go to select team to trade with. Is Carolina in there?
Yep.
Go to Carolina. Give me 6th overall. Try to give me 6 overall in a first next year. And can I get a third rounder next year too, or no? Is that gonna?
It's likely to be accepted still.
That's not enough, probably. But I mean, you'd probably like to get. There's no way. There's no way. Sure.
Accepted.
Sure. Either way, we're not gonna get a lot this year for it, but that's fine. So you can start the draft.
All right, let's see what happens. Kyle Hamilton, 1st overall.
Yeah, right. They should have taken quarterback, but
Derek Stingley, 4th overall. Ooh, Charles Cross.
All right. My grades are probably gonna be really trash. So go to wide receiver. Give me Garrett Wilson here.
I didn't realize they were that low on Garrett Wilson. I would if we got
12th overall player. Yeah.
I'd be so happy if we got Garrett Wilson. Let me speed this up. Unless you're gonna want to trade again, are you?
Let me think.
Oh, there goes Jameson. Bro, I want Jameson so bad.
I hate that I can't see who's like on the board. You know.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It's annoying.
You can just let it ride.
Jermaine Johnson at 27. Andrew Booth. Kenyon Green. Oh, there goes Kyer Lewis Sign. Sam Howell rounds out the first round.
Okay, go to...
Oh, I know what I would do if I was here, but I'll be quiet.
Go to Edge.
Okay. Oh, actually, I know what I would do
Give
here.
me Arnold Ebiketie.
Yes, sir. They're super low on him. Initially, I was thinking Boye Mafe, but I forget how low PFF is
And
on
give me
Arnold
Ebiketie to be the edge.
Ebiketie's a baller.
You
bro.
can speed up the mock now.
Look at that. Boye Mafe went off immediately.
Jackson Hill to the Giants.
The Marvin Leal there. George Pickens at 42. Damn. Travis Jones. Tyler
Is it not gonna speed up until the next pick?
I sped it up as much as
I'm
I
saying
can.
I don't think it's gonna go. I mean, it's going up same speed. It's fine.
Nick Benito, Troy Anderson, there he goes. Brees Hall, Christian Watson. I guess they increased Christian Watson.
Damn it! There went Muma.
Quay Walker, there goes Wade Walker too. Oh,
Okay. Go to inside O line.
Oh, inside offensive line there. Yeah, I think I have full strength.
Go to linebacker instead.
I really don't like where they have Asamoah graded. Tyndall's another guy I really like. Beavers is pretty good, but I feel like he's more of an old kind of style.
Scroll down. That's why I see what's later.
Damone Clark is there. You have 3 picks remaining, by the way.
I know. Go to a corner. I don't think we need a corner, but I just want to see who's there.
You got Martin Emerson. I like Martin Emerson. He's pretty good.
Yeah, go back to linebacker. I'm gonna take the freak Tyndall here. I probably could get him from next. Actually, no. Okay, never mind. I was like, I could probably get him from a next pick, but never mind.
Tyndall and what's it called?
Oh damn, Perrion Winfrey just went.
Tyndall and Smith are both athletic freaks. Like I know Smith got a 10 RAS score. That's why.
Go to inside D line.
Oh, whoops. Special teams. No.
Special teams.
Defensive interior. Fedarian Mathis is available.
Why is he ranked so low?
I don't know.
I even think Matthew Butler is low too.
Yeah, I like Matthew Butler as well. Matthew Butler is like just inside my top 100.
But Darian Mathis at pick 70 would be good in my opinion. They'll give me a bad grade for it. I know they will.
Pascal Garrett, you.
Go to inside offensive line. I think we need a guard, man.
Dylan Parham, Ed Ingram.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Parham here at 70.
Parham.
Our last 2 picks might be the same. I forgot Salyer was there. I should have picked him.
Brandon Smith.
I didn't even look at
because he's listed at tackle.
Yeah, he's definitely going to kick inside.
There goes Fedarian Mathis. Oh, that's a good pick by the Chargers. Damone Clark, Calvin Austin, Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan's also a guard. He's really good.
Calvin Diaz to the Cowboys.
David Bell to the Bucks. Darian Beavers. Tariq Woolen to the Chiefs. Speed. Jalen Weidermeyer to the... Oh! Did you see who went back-to-back? Jalen Weidermeyer went first, and then Darian Kendrick went right after him.
There went Khalil Shakir. Go to wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, you haven't taken a receiver yet.
Yeah, I did. First pick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing Alec Pierce is probably gone already, unless he's extremely low on their board.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
I mean, you can take that boy Kyle Phillips. I'm just kidding.
Go to tight end.
I know you're gonna take your boy right now.
4th. Yeah, go ahead and he's way down there, but it's gonna be a bad rating. But give me Charlie Kohler. Charlie Kohler is like way underrated on there. If he's there at 106, I'm definitely taking him.
We got to sit through these because they're not going to speed it up.
I don't know why it didn't speed up when you made it go too fast.
What if I do that and then... Nope. All right. Fix your buggy mock draft simulator. Zamir White, Bailey Zappi, Gadecki, D'Angelo Malone, Rashawn
Gadecki.
Marquise Hayes.
Lasita Smith, don't you like him?
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. Zachary Carter, there goes that guy. Justin Schaefer. It's a bit high for him. Pharrell Bernard. Abina Ez, Tyreek Smith,
Haskell Garrett.
Ugh, Braxton Jones.
If anyone could get, Jermaine Waller, he's trash.
Oh, yeah. He has a ton of interceptions. That's his thing.
He ran slow.
Yeah. I forgot to lower him on my board.
Let's look at my grades.
So. Let's look at that F.
Woo! That's so stupid, bro. He's definitely going to go before 4th round.
Oh, man. Dude, I would jump off a bridge if we got Garrett Wilson, Arnold Ebiketie, and Charlie Kohler, and Channing Tindall. I'm a fan of Channing Tindall.
So, That's what you could do. You're really packaging because my thought process with this one was, yeah, we didn't get a lot of return for this year's draft, but since you're not going to have probably any free agency signings next year, I banked a lot of picks for next year. Getting an extra first, second, and third rounder.
Hey, just wait till we pick first overall again.
Stop. Hopefully it's because Carolina was bad.
When we pick first overall again, but then we get to trade down because there's Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
Unreal.
All right. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that mock draft bit. Make sure to stay tuned because every podcast until draft day now is going to have a 7-round Jaguars mock and a full first round NFL mock. We might even do a first and second round mock draft in the NFL. We'll see about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the viewer question segment. Let's read this first question.
All right, so the first question is from Twitter user Ronnie, and he says, how do we unfuck the crater we made at linebacker? Do we grab 2 linebackers in the draft?
I mean,
I personally don't think it's a crater.
Yeah, I don't either.
At linebacker. I definitely don't think you grab 2. I don't know what scheme we're going to be, personally. People are still thinking we're going to be 3-4 because Mike Caldwell was 3-4 last year, but he said he's going to make the scheme fit the players. So I have no idea what scheme we're going to be. Having said that, I would definitely take a linebacker within our first 3 picks, probably.
Yeah, like you
so
saw
like
in our mock drafts.
either the second round or the third round. Definitely take a linebacker.
Yeah, apparently, like I said earlier, it's the Jags could even take a linebacker at 33, which I wouldn't be opposed. I just really want a receiver. So
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely don't think there's a crater made because I think Miles Jack was kind of a liability last year. Plus, if you think about it, at worst, if we run a 4-3, then we have our middle linebacker already, and we need an outside linebacker, which one of these guys can transfer to outside linebacker. And if not, if we play 3-4 mostly, then we need one more inside linebacker, which could fit the same thing. So,
I mean, technically, if you did a 4-3, you'd need another linebacker. Like you need 2 more probably if you want to start. But technically, he sucks. But Chason could play the Sam if
that's I guess.
And Dylan Moses, I don't know what he's going to be.
Yeah, I guess he kind of played slightly better at Sam than he did edge, but
it's just I think he plays better if he's not asked to be an edge rusher.
Which is kind of sad considering that's his position that he was
trying. I don't think he ever was supposed to be that.
Yeah,
that was a miscalculation on the GM and the scouts at the time.
They miscalculated on LaBiscuit too, but
LaBiscuit.
That
name is sticking, bro. I started that name. It's sticking.
It's the best name I've ever heard.
LaBiscuit Chenault.
All right, question number 2. With the addition, this one's from Patrick, local resident Patrick. With the addition of Kirk, Zay Jones, and Evan Ingram to the Jaguars receivers room, what, if any, gaps does that leave, and who in the draft/remaining free agents would you target to fulfill that need? First off, I still think receiver is a huge need for the team. I don't think that changes at all. And tight end, I still think tight end is a need because I don't think Evan Ingram is a tight end 1 unless he breaks out. So I don't think those are. I think those help the rooms. I just don't. They don't fix the rooms to me. So
yeah, I don't think they're fixed. You definitely still need an X receiver, like a
George Pickens.
George Pickens, Alec Pierce, someone like that. And then at tight end, I would like to get a rookie in there. Obviously, I picked Charlie Kohler in my last mock. I think
Jelani Woods and Charlie Kohler are my 2 guys.
A tight end room of Evan Ingram, Dan Arnold, and Charlie Kohler or Jelani Woods would be miles better than what we tried out there last year.
Charlie Kohler and Jelani Woods are so intriguing. Like in a mid tight end class, like Jelani Woods is 6'7", had a 10 RAS score. Bro, like when you watch his film, he just runs like a truck.
As for who in the draft or remaining free agents would you target? As far as receiver goes or tight end, I don't think there's any free agents that I really care about bringing in right now at this point. As far as the draft goes, there's a shit ton of receivers I'd like to bring in.
George Pickens, Alec Pierce.
I'm talking about from the beginning. I'm talking about the Garrett Wilson,
Jameis
Williams, Jake London, Treylon Burks, Alec Pierce,
Christian Watson, George Pickens,
Christian Watson, Jahan Dotson, Sky Moore, Khalil Shakir. I mean,
Kyle Phillips.
There's hella bodies, bro. There's
Dude,
hella
I'm
bodies.
telling you, Kyle Phillips is gonna be, whether he's on a Jaguars or not, I don't care. He's gonna be a Hunter Renfrow / Cooper Kupp mix, bro.
Racially motivated. Anyway.
It's actually Tate motivated, but okay.
And then at tight end, it's Jelani Woods, Charlie Kohler, Trey McBride. That's pretty much where it ends for me.
Yeah, I'm.
But Greg Dulcich is fine. Too.
Greg Dulcich is good too as well. He just has to work on his blocking, but who really cares about that in our situation?
Yeah.
All right, last question. I'll let you read it.
Where are we getting this third running back, just in case Robinson and or ETN aren't 100% by week 1? Free agency? Draft? This is from Josue. Robinson is not going to be 100% by week 1, in my opinion. I do not think he will be back until, I would say, probably not midway through the season. Maybe I can see him come back, like week 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there.
Yeah, nobody said he's been on a fast track. Like normally you hear like Jameson Williams, he's on a fast track. Mechie's
no one said that. ETN, they said is ahead of schedule, so I think he will be back week 1.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get to see ETN getting the full running back load.
Yeah, I do think we should bring somebody in. I'm not opposed to bringing in a veteran, but I wouldn't pay a bunch of money for a guy like Melvin Gordon, Marlon Mack. Those guys are still out there. If they would take like a 1 year, like $3 to $4 million deal, then yeah, I'd be okay with that.
I'm a day 3 running back fan. Hashtag Pierre Strong gang.
I think their best bet is to take a running back on day 3. A Hassan Haskins, a Damian Pierce,
Pierre Strong.
Pierre
Strong is really intriguing.
Tyler Algier.
There's good running back depth. Very good running back depth.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys on day 3 that you could get to come in and spell ETN, and plus you still do have Raquel Armstead on the roster.
If we got what am I saying? If we got Strong, that would be a really, really fast running back room. You'd have ETN and him, Pierre Strong.
And even Raquel Armstead ran a 4.45.
Yeah, so he's on the team. He's probably going to be RB3 as of right now. So
yeah, I mean,
Agumbawale got signed elsewhere. Thank goodness.
Yeah, there's
Agumbawale was blind. Agumbawale had worse vision than Fournette, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely options, and I like Raquel Armstead, to be honest.
I like him. I just will never forgive him for that.
He should not be the guy, but I like him as like a third option at running back.
I'll just never forgive him for brick handing that interception. It's funny because I was literally just chilling. Like I was watching with some people, and I was like, "Oh yeah," talking about how he went through COVID and everything, and how this is his first game back with us. Literally, the next play hits him in the hands, tips it up, interception. I was so mad. So mad.
It happens.
Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to stick around, like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that stuff. Follow the podcast Twitter below me. Follow my Twitter above me. Follow Sean's Twitter above him. Do all that stuff. Make sure to stick around. It's draft month. It's exciting. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.